to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Description of what that fund is, and then we'll see if anyone has a question.
Okay, it's mainly for archiving records, and I've got a bunch of old records out in my storeroom, and it's for archiving those records. And I've talked to ACS, I've talked to Scott Merriman, and they're going to give me some bids on how much it would cost to archive some of those records. And I did also ask for part-time, which I have for several years, and y'all been gracious enough to give me a part-time for that, for helping get those records together for them. And if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Any questions from the public? Well, I said it was under 16, but we don't have a copy of it.
You don't have,
but it's just like the one we always had, isn't that correct? I know we probably have one.
Yes, ma'am, I've got one here.
I think we do.
Okay, all right. I gave Johnny Little this to release.
Yes, I know we have it. Yes.
Y'all can have it.
Okay, I want to look at it. Pass it around.
Yes, ma'am. That was 2 weeks, so.
Close the public hearing at 9:11. And then we'll go to item number 17, which is to approve the district clerk preservation and restoration plan for the fiscal year 2026.
Same thing in there.
Ma'am?
It's in there also. That comes in also.
Yeah.
approve the plan for preservation and restoration for the fiscal year 2026 for the district clerk.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
We also have Ron, would you like to go ahead and take care of this?
Oh, no.
Opioid? Well, I think he's back and he has all of his information. We can go ahead with that if you'd like to.
Okay.
All right. That is item number 14, to approve the opioid settlements with Sandoz, Purdue, Sackler family, and 8 certain manufacturer defendants, Alberton, Annio, and Sarah Gill.
I just had a printout that you all sent that I had about for Judge Grant to sign. Because that's all I'm paying to this.
Good. Just, last time we got signatures back, I think you signed. And this one right here did not get signed.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I have that. So I put it in.
that's fine.
Does that work for you?
That's so when we picked up this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I got it.
Great. Okay.
And so I know they're going to give you a lot of information on that, what's going on in the opioid front. What I'm adding to this is, at the end of the day, Judge, I think there's going to be 3 exhibits that I printed out, has your signature block on there, if it's a settlement or a situation that the court wants to enter into.
Yes, and let me state for the record, the one that's marked Exhibit C has already been approved by the council by vote in another previous time, and there was a couple of documents that somehow we missed one. So C has already been approved. The other 2, K, I think they're both K. There's 2 Exhibit Ks that are what we're asking for approval. All right.
Okay.
Different headings.
C, I'm going to go ahead and sign.
Yes,
And then we'll talk about it.
Okay, so to introduce myself, I'm Blake Beckham, and I represent Limestone and Freestone counties. Well, I'm not directly running the suit, obviously. Jeff Simon in Dallas is running the group of counties that we kind of collectively represent. And I have involvement with 2 of the counties. Obviously, there are several other law firms around the state that represent other counties. Collectively, we're coming today asking for approval on 2 settlements. There's been a lot of settlements, and you guys have a history in the package I've given you. And I think it's kind of winding down. There's a fairly significant case against Albertson set for trial in Dallas in September of 2026. Albertson's up at the Supreme Court trying to get it thrown out. So there are, other than these 2 and Albertson, there's nothing really close on the horizon that we could have some optimism about. But let's go through this. So there's 2 settlements we're talking about today. One is the Purdue settlement, and one is called the Gang of 8. And y'all all have a PowerPoint presentation. The Purdue one is the bigger one to look at. You can look at the highlight sheet, but it's $286 million over 15 years. And to remind everybody, under the government code, there's a sharing arrangement of 15% to the counties as a whole, 15% to the state, and then 70% goes into a fund that is divided up by regions for the benefit of the counties. So Freestone County will get some direct money under bucket 1, 15% for the counties. They won't get any under the state bucket. And then the third bucket is for the regions. We're in Region 1, and that's the one you have to apply for. Now, last time I was here, I think, Will, you said, hey, how do we apply for that money? And we have a memo here in response to that to help focus and direct the county's efforts. And there is a tremendous amount of money in that 70% fund. And the counties that are aggressive and are thinking and documenting things and showing need will get that money. So that's a real big issue for the county in the future. Remember, that money's going to be paid in the fund over 15 years. So it's not just during your tenure, but when you guys move on and you have successors, remind them, hey guys, we got 15 years that this county needs to try to pick up some of that other money. But the first payment on the Purdue is in January of 2026, and the condition is that they get all the counties to sign by the end of the month. The other case, the second case, is called the Gang of 8 because there are 8 defendants, and if you look at the page, it starts with Alvogen and it goes to Zydus, A to Z. We had 8 companies rolled up there. This is much smaller, you know, the Purdue's over 250. This is 44 million collectively. Now, on the Purdue settlements over 15 years, this is more condensed. It's over 10 years. And it follows the exact same 15, 15, 70 approach that's mandated by the government. If you flip a couple of pages, I know the numbers are giant, 286 million, but the direct funds to Freestone, and it's based on population. And I think fortunately we don't have a lot of people, but that also hurts us in allocations. The direct share to Freestone on the it's 13 million. The Region 1 share is 8 million, and that's the money that you need to apply and go after. And that's on the Purdue settlement. The Gang of 8, the number is smaller. The direct county funds is 2,000, and there's another $1 million put into the Region 1 funds. I have asked for an update on exactly how much is in Region 1, and I'm going to, next time I'm here, just for my own curiosity, how much has been in there, how much have other counties in our Region 1 been taken out, how much is left, what kind of interest rates. I just like to get smarter myself, but I want to give you guys that information as well, so you have some spotlight for the future. And then behind, there are the documents that need to be signed, and the judge has those. And then under Exhibit E, there's the list of opioid remediation uses. So this is the memo that you guys should look at to see what we can do in the future to try to capture some of that Region 1 money. And so with that, I would ask for approval.
Our direct funds, did you say 13 million?
No, 13,000 and 2,000. Yeah. If I said million, somebody shoot me. I'm sorry.
I thought
Did
I
I
heard
say
that.
million?
You did.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Got us excited there for a minute.
Thinking faster than I'm talking. I guess that was probably my problem.
Well done for what you said.
Yeah. Approved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of financial entity do they hold that money in as far as the interest that's secured?
They, both Purdue and the Gang of 8 have, I'm not sure which entity it is, but they have a backstop. You know, if they go bankrupt, they're supposed to have committed assets to protect this. They can't commit to it the way we're bankrupt. So we've seen that before, and
Yeah.
that is backstop.
Yeah.
So the motion would be to approve the opioid settlements.
For Purdue and the Gang of 8.
Make that motion. I'll second.
All in favor, aye. Any Opposed? None. Motion carries. You will have to show me exactly where you want me to sign on
Yeah, they're
here.
all flagged and it's yeah, three here. Did you already sign C?
No, I have not signed those yet.
There's a typo on C, it's got Franklin, Texas, instead of Fairfield.
Yeah, we got a cleaned up copy of that.
No, that's the right zip code, just,
And this is the one that we have already previously approved. This
Okay.
one, sign that.
Okay.
Should we get a copy?
Sign. These here. Good. I'm gonna put the handwritten cover page on it today.
Should they be filled out?
They are filled out in the ones we get.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Today's date on it.
Yeah. I don't think it's showing. Trying to get me in trouble. Same thing on that. The cover sheet on later. Got it. And Sean had to go out, the project got Freestone, helping out there to see the progress.
we're at,
Club, Freestone Golf Club.
oh, no, I've made one trip out there, because that's all they do, it was pretty.
I recommend it for sure.
Pretty impressive, you know.
It is, I've had clients send me, he flew over the golf course, I hadn't seen it in a while, it looks like it's ready to play, it's green, it's gonna be a fantastic deal.
I mean, they,
Okay, well, thank you very much. I think that concludes my business. Any other questions or anything before we go?
We might need a copy of
Yeah.
those signed.
You want me to just go out to the clerk and get all the
Yes,
copies?
Maria's sitting by the door, she'll make those copies.
Perfect.
Our clerk will need them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
One more question. Anything new on the high-speed rail?
Well, yeah, you know, they keep, yes,
How long is this gonna take?
3 minutes, it's
Okay.
a short update, but, you know, every once in a while, they'll get a reporter, and they'll say, we're shovel ready, or we're almost there. They made a big pitch before Biden went out, you know, Biden signed all those things like the last day or two, and threw 100 billion or whatever it was out the door, and we were really worried they were gonna get him to sign something, and they were leaning in real heavily on that. Now, Trump, in his first term, met with Prime Minister Abe from Japan, and he, in his State of the Union, he talked about Japan has great trains, they got choo-choo trains that go faster than ours, we need some, and we were really worried just on pushing for progress, he might try to move it along, and we did a lot of lobbying with Elaine Chao, and, well, we don't like her very much, but he didn't say the word high-speed rail in that State of the Union in his first term, and he's cooled off on it considerably. It wouldn't follow Doge or anything like that to try to build this. There's still, the Japanese rail still has one employee. They closed their office in Dallas. They brought 25 Japanese engineers, and they opened a big office and had a big, you know, Japanese press only celebration, and I might have shown up at that, but that office is closed. They have one guy that's the bankruptcy restructuring officer, and so they pressured a bunch of citizens to sign those options. They did close all of them. We told everybody not to do it, We believe those have all been foreclosed, and actually, there's a Japanese bank that owns rights to, a Japanese government-controlled bank that could foreclose and own land, which we were telling everybody that's why you don't do it. Nobody believed us, and one of their officers swore before the legislature that they would never close an auction until they got this particular federal permit. They didn't. We tried to get somebody in trouble for lying to Congress, but that never happened. But there's still small possibility that the Japanese government gets reinvested and says we're putting the money in. Right now, there's nobody there to build, and it's anytime you hear a reporter say, oh, this or that. Now there was some money put up supposedly to do something with Amtrak. That's been rescinded. So we've never been in as strong of a position. And I'm not against high-speed rails. I'm do it now 35 instead of 200 miles an hour. Do it 150. Use existing railroad tracks. Don't screw up green fields and wreck a lot of nature. So that's kind of where I am. And I don't think it'll ever happen with the Japanese government's current stance. They're having economic problems, just like a lot of countries are. So that's the current. Any other
I assume they're still delinquent on their taxes.
Yep, still delinquent on their taxes. I don't know if they paid some of them out of embarrassment when we were up to Supreme Court, but they didn't pay all of them. And I need to check. Thank you for reminding me, because we want to do that. But did they pay last year? What happened? So Sacky's got to pay them every year, I noticed. Yeah, that doesn't stop.
Me and you do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank y'all very much. Thank you.
Get those copies. All right, we'll go up to number 1 to approve the minutes of August 20th.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the August 2025 regular meeting.
I'll say.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Item number 2 is budget transfers and amendments.
Go ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve budget transfers.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried.
Pardon me, right? I got you. I was talking, I got you distracted.
That's right.
You put your name on that. Just sign it. Just wait.
I'll make a motion to approve payroll.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed?
Backside of our payroll sure looks different this time, doesn't it? It's just the software.
The last page.
Just
Yeah, we normally didn't get a printout like that, is that what
Right.
you're talking about?
Because usually it's the fire department.
Yeah.
A lot better way to track it right there.
Yeah.
Or knowing where you're at, that's good.
Number 5, reports. Does anyone have a report? James, do you have a report? No report. Okay.
No, I can give you one.
There are none, no action. Number 6, burn ban.
I got a call from, I talked to Brother Carl yesterday about the building box and stuff, and he didn't bring anything up.
You know, we got there 3 inches first time last week. 3 days in a row. We got rain 3 days in a row. It's just kind of spotty, but I mean, still got a little color.
No action on number 6, burn ban. Number 7, special road use agreements. Anybody have one?
I have some, but I'm still working on the bond,
Okay,
so we'll just table it to next time.
no action. Okay, so item number 8, which is to approve bonds and education certificates. We have a bond for Dana. $5,000. We have a certificate of training for J.C. Jones, cybersecurity, Candy Carruthers, and Jennifer, all for cybersecurity. Anyone else?
Just so you're aware, I did submit to the state the compliance certificate for completion of Freestone County cybersecurity requirements. So I wasn't sure how that was done in the past, but it has been done.
That training there is for the state of Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, they've already taken the TAC cybersecurity, and then they have to have one, the training also through the state
Secretary of
by
State.
September the 1st.
Is that just your office?
Ma'am?
Is that just your office?
Yes, ma'am. That we're aware of. I'm sure Sheriff's Office or anybody else that deal with,
Vital.
well, this is vitals, right? So, yeah, it would just be us.
Just your office. All right, we have a motion to accept the
Make a motion.
Second.
all in favor, aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Item number 9, we discussed advertising for hiring. Are we ready to talk about that, or you want to wait till?
I got 2 replies out of 93 views. So a couple of counties, they post open or part-time full positions internally first before it goes public, so we could word it that way. Diana said elected officials hire their own staff, with many of us utilizing our HR department to assist in posting the job duties. However, the ability to promote from within the office to any vacancy, they utilize that internally. For other offices interested in the possibility of hiring an existing part-time position or even another full-time position to their office, we utilize the following policy procedure. Vacant positions may be announced to the public and/or employees as follows. So they just word it differently.
And say maybe,
I'm sorry.
maybe, or have, or required to.
Vacant positions may be announced
Maybe.
to the public and/or employees. Vacancies are posted a period of 3 business days, and applications are accepted from the county employees only during that time. So that's how they word it.
Well, if it says maybe, then if we decided that we wanted to do a policy to require that, maybe, public, we could do it. So it's really up to us.
So when it says may, then that leaves the option available to hire within before we
That's correct.
put an ad in the paper. Like,
Doesn't say shall, it says may.
Correct.
So it's all how you want to word it.
Well, I think we have,
what county was that?
Tom Green.
Okay.
we have our new, well, that's not the policy that's in the employee handbook. So, tell us what you want it to be, and then we'll get the wording corrected and presented.
Okay.
Do you want to require, or do you want it to be made?
I like the maybe.
Made. Okay. All right. Well, we'll work that into our
You could put
policy.
something, you could put something in there that says that current employees, I can't remember how we used to word it, but current employees will be considered.
Well, I think we have something that says are given consideration.
Okay, something like
I
that.
think we have that already in our policy. We'll look at that too. Okay. But it's not guaranteed, it says.
Yeah, right.
So, we'll bring that back in. Okay. Motion to table,
Make that motion.
Second.
all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 10 is background checks for election workers, employees, and consideration of other vendors. All right, do you have copies? You do. We're gonna need to decide if we're gonna stay with our current vendor, or if we are going to look for a new vendor. We are now required to do these background checks. All right, we've got a lot of stuff here to review and decide on. So for today, do we want to table this and bring that part back on our next meeting?
I'll make a motion to table.
A second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 11, election judges. What do you have for us today?
I do believe I have 3 more phone calls I need to make. And if these 3 phone calls, if they give me the thumbs up, we're good. So everything has been filled.
I still have a bunch of
3 phone calls.
Yeah.
I didn't update this because I don't know yet, but I've got a Nancy Poole in precinct 1.
What's the name?
Nancy Poole.
Ooh, okay.
Nancy Poole.
P-O-O-L-E?
No, E.
No, P-O-O-L, cool, okay.
And then St. Elmo, I gotta make that phone call. Freestone, I've gotta make that phone call.
She's good.
She's then,
Yeah, no, they told me they were good, I got that took care of. for you.
Okay,
That's
so-
why I got you the address and cell number, you got all that.
okay, so then, Madison Homes,
That's free now?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
her name Madison.
Yes, that's why I couldn't find her in the.
Okay, I just called her Maggie, I didn't say, okay.
What's her name?
Madison.
You did good, because I didn't
What's
have.
his name?
Holmes.
Holmes.
Green's wife.
Oh,
And then
okay.
back up here on zoning, it says Jeff Harrison.
And he lives in Crystal?
I was told, he
Okay.
was in Donnie.
Okay. So the only guy didn't think, he wasn't sure, I mean, the stand, I ran it by him. Okay, but I think you're good, we're good, I'll be quiet.
And then
Say that
Sam,
again, just to be sure.
yeah, I'll pull her back.
On Jeff. And then
Precinct
on
9,
precinct 9,
I have a Ray, R. A. Lynch,
Ranch,
Lynch, Lynch.
Lynch, okay. That's right. Okay.
Go up to St. Elmo.
Mhm.
It's not going to be Tracy Burrows. She lives here in town now. It'll be Sandy Davis.
Sandy. What's the last name?
Davis,
Davis.
D-A-V-I-S. And then 13, New, is going to be Leslie Radcliffe.
Okay. That's great.
And Streetman, I've got to make a phone call, and, said you maybe had an alternative judge for Streetman too, because he doesn't. want-
Democratic, yes, I have to make a phone call, but I'll find that out as soon as I'll get you the
We
number.
can supplement these names even after we have this approved. But we're supposed to have our election judges set and approved by the end of this month.
I know.
This is fine. This is fine. We can supplement. We can go with this.
Okay.
All right. Do we have a motion to approve our election judges and alternates?
Make it.
All in favor? Motion carried. And then I guess you have to bring it back to the court to have additions for it. We're good. We'll get you a copy. Now, we have a change in a polling place. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. The last commissioner's court, one of our constables came over to see me, and we are going, it'll be in Tig instead of the First Baptist Church in Tig. It is going to be held at the Civic Center for early vote and election day. He went and talked to the mayor for me, and he helped me get that done. And that'll go in effect for this upcoming election.
A really good deal.
Yeah.
Worked out.
And it be early and regular day, same place. Motion to move that polling place to the civic center in Tig.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed?
Is one in Wortham, is it gonna be, where's it one in Wortham gonna be? Is it gonna be at the Civic? Is it- You know, there, the city hall is moved over there in that building back there, and last time we voted at the fire station. So I'm not sure when they're gonna be out of there. When the city hall's gonna be moved back across the street. So we might need to check on using the fire station.
Okay, it's as far as I know, it will be at the fire station, but I can make
I
a
mean, that
couple
may
of
be where it's
phone
at, it just
calls.
says Wortham Community Center or whatever this is.
Oh, she
CO.
never changed it, okay. Okay, I will make note of that, and make a couple of phone calls.
Let me see.
You can make that change and the additions and when you bring them back.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. We will go down to item number 15, which is county holidays. I do have a sheet for that.
Skip number 13, Judge.
Oh, we sure did. Let's go back to 13 to discuss county cybersecurity policy, laptops, and mobile devices and their uses.
Not really a lot of, I think we want to double check, you know, back during COVID, there were some mobile devices that were issued, and since then, and way more recent than then, AI is so much more prolific, and instead of a person scamming, you got a computer that just keeps trying to outdo someone that, a human that is trying to stop all that. So, to go over and above and make sure that we are more than in compliant with our cybersecurity policy through our attack insurance, just looking at awareness, maybe that we try to do some quarterly training, not because changes are being made, but just to keep everybody vigilant. This is a cybersecurity tip from the Texas DIR, and again, even they're encouraging that just because you're compliant, you can't get complacent. You know, it just needs to be something that is constantly that you're, especially your department heads, are aware of mobile devices, ensuring that those mobile devices are only operated on secure networks. We're going to be going over the inventory of mobile devices we have just to double check. So it's, like I say, it's about making sure that we are more than compliant. And so it's just kind of upcoming, but this is a really good read for any department head and what the copies made for one.
We also can have the TAC risk management people come and do training. They like to do that.
They do.
This is be a good reference. We want to see law in there.
Yeah, sign me up.
Right. I think that would be a good start, would be to call them and have them come and do a little presentation. And see if they want to come back or send us more literature or whatever. We call them, they will come. So, item number 15 is county holidays. Have a list. These are just ones that would normally take at the top. And we have options. We do take Columbus Day sometime. We do Christmas Eve, depending on when Christmas falls. President's Day, Independence Day. If we decide how many days we want, then we can pick one of these options. We normally do 12. Sheriff requests if we could do less, that would be good. Veterans Day, we take that whatever day it is. Of course, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, always Thursday, Friday. Christmas, will be on a Thursday, so we would take the Friday after also, usually. We could do the 24th, 25th, 26th.
Last year, we kind of didn't think that through, and a lot of people that were traveling out of town wanted that day off before. We talked about canceling another holiday to add to the Christmas holiday.
Of course, remember, we have admin time, of course, vacation time, if you want to take that, so but that day before is always a good time for it. Especially when people cook and get everything together. And, you know, Christmas Eve, a lot of things go on Christmas Eve. January the 1st is on a Thursday. There are even some that are on that top list that we might not want to take a day. Do we want to make it 11 or do we want to make it 12? Are there any days that we have listed in the total 11 that we would want to change and maybe move to a different
What about Christmas Eve? We'll change
day?
that.
Still talk about that.
The 24th, we'll change that.
Everybody's still talking. Is that a motion?
No, I'm just thinking, I mean,
If we did the 24th, then that would be the 12 days we normally do.
I mean, like Lloyd, there's a lot of people that travel.
Yeah.
Or people having people coming in,
Yeah.
and they want to be off the day before to go clean. I just remember last year that there was a lot of talk that we should have thought that through a little bit more, so.
All right, motion to
That's-
December 24th.
I second. Let's just do that, everybody, but everybody have a Merry Christmas.
So that will be the 12 days.
Can you list off the holidays that you have?
Yeah, that's great.
Pass it on. Pass it on.
Updating the
Do you
calendar.
have one?
No.
Tell the sheriff, suck it
That's
up.
one right there. So we,
24th.
all right, so we have a motion to approve those holidays.
I second.
You did? Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Motion carried. Number 18, notice of fees.
Are these the same as they've been? Anything changed?
I believe they said.
Oh, this stays the same.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Health department is good.
I ran it by the sheriff
Good.
on these fees.
Are these pretty in line with surrounding counties?
Pretty simple.
Make a motion to accept the fees charged by the sheriff and Comm effective January 1st, 2026.
Second.
All in favor, aye? Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Item number 19 is to review and adopt the revised employee handbook.
Now, I've got the revision from TAC. I have not had time with open enrollment this week to go in and slip everything into the handbook to make it right. So I would like to
So we
table
have a
it.
motion to table.
Yeah,
Make that motion.
Second.
thank
All in
you.
favor? Perfect. All right, do we need a little break or do we go right into executive session?
Break.
Smoking break.
Yeah, yeah.
I got one more.
Bring it on, man. Bring it on.